Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. In today's look, I have recreated another YouTuber's tutorial and how she achieved this brown and ash blonde wig. So I'm just going to jump right in, looking very ratchet per usual. You want to have some clothes on that you don't mind getting dirty because this process can become very messy. First thing you see me doing here is taking my bleach and my developer, mixing it up in a bowl. I want a very light and creamy consistency for my bleaching mixture, and then I added in my Ardell red and gold color correcting drops. This is going to try to help avoid some of the brassiness that you'll get. It'll kind of work as a neutralizer because it is a purple or blue toned or blue based color. So you'll see me adding that to my bleach mixture. And then I'm going to go in pretty hefty amounts and add that onto my hair. So I am also leaving a dark root because she does have one in her video. So I will also link that in my description box below if you'd like to go and see her tutorial because it's so beautiful. Her hair color came out a lot better than mine, but mine is also very cute, if I must say so myself. But anywho, I'm just applying my bleach. I'm being generous, like I said, in the amount that I'm using. And then I am going to comb and smooth that bleach throughout the unit because I want to cover every strand. And then I'm going to also cover it in foil paper to assist in the heating and the lifting of the hair. I'm using this comb to also even out that harsh line that you'll have in between your bleached and your dark root area. So you just want to take that and comb and smooth in between those two. So once I've got this part covered in the aluminum foil, I will move on to the next section that I have. She does recommend that you section off your hair so you can do small portions at a time, and it is very helpful. One other tip that I have with the foil is I say use more than less because you don't want to create wrinkles or crinkles in the foil paper because that will go onto your hair and create like dents. So this is the hair after it's been bleached twice. I do go back and lighten up the ends a third time just because mine was so brassy. I'm going to go in with my toner. I'm using T18 by Wella and a Clairol developer. I think it's a 20 developer, and the measurements are 2:1. So 1 part toner, 2 parts developer, and you'll see me mixing that up. It's kind of like a chunky consistency. It starts out creamy whitish, and then once it's done processing, it will be a dark purple color, and you'll see that in the video. Here I am just going in and trying to cover every strand with my toner. There's no special technique for the application of this. I'm just using my brush to go ahead and put that all over the hair. I ended up using a total of 2 boxes of T18. So here I am just showing you the hair, and this is the next day after I've toned it and bleached it a third time. This process in total took me like 2 or 3 days because I went to work in between and I was fixing it in between my jobs. So this is a very long process, and I don't recommend you doing this if you don't have the patience. When she said that in her video, she wasn't lying because girl, this took forever. But once I've gotten it all dried and brushed out, I'm going to go in with the colors. I'm using the Revlon Colorsilk. I think the shades were number 60 Deep Ash Blonde, and then number 47, I think it's like a dark brown color. And I'm just going in and saturating the hair, focusing most of the blonde color on the ends and ombreing it into the dark shade that I'm going to put in the middle of the hair. I'll be sure to leave the colors that I used in the description box as well. They were exactly from her video. In total, I used 2 boxes of the dark brown and then 1 box of the deep ash blonde. So you're going to see me just coloring the hair with the dark brown and the ash blonde on the ends of the hair. But one thing I would do differently this time is I would not use the foil on the dark brown color. I would just specifically use small pieces for the ash blonde so that it doesn't get mixed in with the dark brown. And what you don't see is me using a paper towel to wipe my hands off in between each application for each section. So I only use the blonde when my hands are clean, and then when I use the dark brown, I will wipe in between each section. So now that we're at the top, I'm going to take those pieces that I have twisted and just cover them in the ash blonde. These are like the money piece slash highlights that, you know, go in the front of the hairline. And that just involves those little pieces of hair that frame the face. I wanted shadow roots all throughout the wig, so at the very front you'll see me correcting some spots that I over bleached with the dark brown color, and then coating the rest in the ash blonde. Whew, girl, we done finally made it to day like 2 or 3. I don't even know. I lost count at this point. I'm just showing you the results of the coloring that I did. The hair is pretty fried. You know, she done been through a lot. And then also showing you some parts at the top where I missed some of the root color. So I'm going to show you how I kind of conceal that so you can wear the wig, but I will go in again like and recolor the roots. So now I'm just styling the hair with my curling wand and my serum, and I'm just gonna put some juicy loose curls all throughout the wig, and I will apply it and I'll show you the end result. So this is my hack for if you have hot roots. And hot roots is when you like over bleach maybe the knots, or you get bleached too far up that's close to the root of the hair, and it makes it look like yellowish blonde hot roots. But anywho, I'm using a combination of concealer and eyeshadow to define my part and cover up that color that is over processed or over bleached. And then, like I said, later on I will go back in and actually recolor the roots. I'll probably use a black hair dye and go back in and make sure that I can get into each little crevice. A much simpler way to like cover up those spots that you may have missed would be to take the spray on hair color and literally just place a rat tail comb down the middle of your part and spray the hair color around that. That will give you a nice crisp part, and then it'll also cover up whatever you might have messed up. So I'm just finishing the look up with a little bit of hair sheen, especially towards the root where I used all that powder product, just to make it look a tad bit more natural. And that's the entire look, y'all. I had a blast on recreating her look. So thank you so much, Sophia, for the wonderful video. My wig is bomb. She is slayed, hunty. So shout out to AliPearl also for this wig. It is a 360 lace frontal. It is a 22-inch wig, and I think it's body wave texture, but she is bomb. She's been through so much. I bleached her 3 times, and the hair still has a ton of body. I do need to go in and condition her again with my silicone mix, but otherwise, I'm looking real cute, okay? So don't hate. Anywho, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and that's the end of the video. Bye.